Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm Stickyblood and today we'll be analysing the final fight in the Butchers League between Misukun and RMG. We'll be watching the Family vs Dress 2 comp. Neither of them knew that those with two comps were going up against each other. I was surprised that I Love RNG went his Dress 2 comp instead of the Damage 2 comp since it was a safer option, saying that if Misukun had picked the Family comp, which he ended up doing, RMG would have had the Come Hither, which probably would have destroyed the composition completely. However, he didn't, and now he's got barely any forward movement, or pulls, I should say, to affect Misukun. Ones are doing really well. And I was surprised Misukun even went the family build since the Plague Doctor hadn't won a game yet. He was 0-2, I think. The Occultist had only won one fight, I think it was 1-3. The Man-at-Arms, who was, even though the most picked character, ended up going negative. By the time he'd played Man-at-Arms, he was like 5-6. And the Hellion also hadn't won one, he was 0-2. So let's just get straight into it. Misukun gets to go first, uses the Occultist to stealth the Plague Doctor, giving him a bonus to the stress damage he does, which you'll end up realising by turn 2 he's almost got two people that are at 100 stress. Transformation, completely normal for Milo of RNG. He's pretty much going to stress, he said he's going to stress comp, it's what he called it. So he transforms, he has 8 horror onto each character for 4 turns. Got a bit of a dazzle there, which produces minus 20 accuracy. Also, as you can see, it puts to about 40 stress on each character, which is a lot, to say the least. The Hellion, when it gets to position 1 or 2, she'll be able to Yorp, and that'll produce minus 50 accuracy. The Bolster, which will come out from the Man-at-Arms, which will increase the evasion or dodge. So yeah, with the Plague Doctor and the Hellion both doing minus accuracy, the Bolster bonus, it'll be amazing. I think if I Love RNG had just gone that damage build and stayed safe, he would have been fine. Especially with the Jester, who could have had the Ballad, which would have given plus 20 accuracy permanently. It was fine. However, Crusader, we're expecting something like a stun, but he brings out the accusation instead. Probably shouldn't have. When you bring in Crusader, you should be stunning more than accusing. Oh well. You can see that I was 44 stress onto both backline. They're now almost at 100 stress already. Turn 2, first person. Gives another accusation. Does get the crit, so he manages to get the Hellion to Death Doll plus 34 stress. Gets her very close. The Cult is just going to heal though. Doesn't have the trinket, which guarantees HP, because sometimes you can hit a 0. Seems to work out for him. Again, transformation makes sense. He wants to get the stun off, then next turn, if he's not stunned himself, which he can't be because Misukun has no stuns, I Love RNG can retransform and produce more horror. Horror being one of the Abomination transformation being one of the best stress abilities in the game. Bringing 32 horror over time. Bringing a total of 128 across all 4. So finally, Grave Rover and the Man-at-Arms both get to 100 stress. Hellion, 100 stress and at 0 HP, very worried, got damage over time. Not really much you can do. I think they've realised, Misukun has realised that I Love RNG hasn't brought much in terms of accuracy bonuses. So she's just going to Yop, decrease her accuracy, pretty much means I'm not able to hit. Misukun also seems to have brought a Death Door chance trinket, so he's not going to get hit as often, or he's not at risk of dying on that first hit. Cult is probably going to go in with a heal, makes sense. Just stop her from being at dead. One of the biggest issues throughout the tournament from day one, what we've had, is people are just going through their turns as quickly as possible. They're not taking that moment to properly think. And after this, we'll be analysing another game that Misukun does, where we think if he'd just taken his time to thought about it, he probably wouldn't, or the mistakes he made probably wouldn't have happened. But maybe he had a different plan and it didn't work out. So he knows that he'll be on death door no matter what now. Unless he uses Plague Doctor to heal, but he's already used that to continue decreasing accuracy. I believe both the Abomination of the Crusader at minus 30, the Man at Arms and the Grave Robber are either at minus 40 or minus 60. Which, when you're at minus 60, there's not really too many skills that have above even 100 accuracy. So you're already at a negative percentage of chance, or a lower than 50% chance. Just gonna re-go into transformation. There you go. Uses Rake, that's only, I believe, a 90 or 95% chance. And Misukun's doing the smart thing, and he's really just not caring about his Hellion. Hellion's just there to take it. RNG should have noticed that the Hellion had the Death Door trinket and just not focused her straight away. Especially since she's not the biggest problem. But then again, biggest problem is Plague Doctor in the back row. It's a bit difficult to do anything. Turn 4, and pretty much the only character that's hit that back row is Plague Doctor. And he's already almost got 2 guys having a heart attack. Grave Robber is really not going to be able to do anything in this situation. Man at Arms isn't going to be able to do anything in this situation. He's activated his riposte at some point. I don't remember seeing that, but post isn't going to do much if the occultist is always healing, the Man at Arms is shouting, Hellion is attacking the front 2, and the Plague Doctor doesn't activate riposte with his negative accuracy since it does 100% minus damage. So I love RNG, he's really on the back foot. Yeah, he gets a kill, but he hasn't really got enough control to do much with it. So he uses the mark here to get her to Death Door, knowing that the Plague Doctor next turn can definitely do that amount of stress and just kill her straight away. I think the biggest issue here, we pretty much knew that Misukun was going to win at this point. Obviously, there's always the RNG involved, but there's not really anything Isle of RNG can do here at this point to stop Misukun and that Plague Doctor, because even here a body takes 5 turns to be removed. Therefore, unless Isle of RNG can fight till turn 9, he's not even going to start touching the Plague Doctor. So Misukun's just going to keep going through all the different, just continue playing on the stress. He's not too worried about the Crusader. Crusader isn't stunning. If Crusader's not stunning, then he's not really stopping anyone. He has the trinket that gives plus 20% stuns. Really should have just at least tried stunning the Man at Arms. If I was Isle of RNG, the moment I saw the Plague Doctor build, then I would have used the Abomination just to keep moving everything until I get the Plague Doctor forward. I just don't think he was quite expecting it. So he's got rid of all the bodies. Now there's nothing in the way of any of them. I then did get a bit worried here because we know the zealous accusation is going to be able to kill this man-at-arms now that he's stunned. We think probably should have gone for the heal, because then at least there was a chance you just save your man-at-arms for another turn. Maybe not, that's kind of player preference. I guess he would have needed it on the higher end to have lived, since he did have a damage over time. I believe it was a 2 or a 4. And then I Love RNG goes for stun instead of just for zealous accusation straight away, which is a bit weird. Misukun just staying on to kill the abomination, and now it's just the brute force battle of trying to get rid of the Crusader. Gets rid of the man-at-arms, and now you've got 2 backline characters who... bit of a weird position. Misukun obviously just going to keep laying down the stress. It'll take about 2 to 3 turns, I believe, to fully stress him out. And then the game just plays as you'd expect. Trying to get the stuns off to get him to no health, and then just applying the killing blow where you can. Fortunately, the Plague Doctor can't add stress while there's someone when the only person is in position 1. What I believe he should have done is should have moved the Plague Doctor forward, so then the occultist can continue applying stress. Didn't really make sense for him to keep the occultist forward when he could have been safe from the stuns. Just like there, he could have. He had 30 seconds, he could have calculated that wasn't going to give him a heart attack. I guess, yeah, you could say that he's now going to continuously get healed. He's got a guarantee heal from the Plague Doctor. And it does end up working out for Misukun. Just go forward a bit. Constant. I think I Love RNG at this point was just hoping he could get lucky enough with a few crits, or could live long enough that the bodies dissipate, get removed. Anyway, that was the final battle between Misukun and I Love RNG. We were not expecting that whatsoever. There's a lot of hype in the chat at that point. Thank you for watching.